Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Board of Public Works for October 11th, 2021. Roll call.
Val Gomez,
Present.
Weena Guzman,
Present.
Douglas Powers.
Present.
Okay, we have the minutes of the regular meeting of September 27, 2021. Entertain a motion to approve as written.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Val Gomez,
Yes.
Weena Guzman,
Yes.
Douglas Powers.
Yes.
Okay, we'll move, no, we have no correspondence. We'll move on to new business. First item on our agenda is a bid opening for Indianapolis Boulevard sewer investigations from engineering.
Hello, William Allen from the engineering department.
No.
I'll be opening up the bids. The first one is from National Power Riding, located at 2500 West Arthington Street, Chicago, Chicago, Illinois. Okay, base bid is $279,560. 279,560. There are two items as needed items. Their unit prices. One for heavy cleaning and the other one's for excavation of submerged sewers. For item A, for heavy cleaning, $550. And item B, for excavation of submerged sewers, $10,000.
What was the name of this company again?
National Power Riding. Next we have R&R Visual Inc. located at 1828 West Olson Road, Rochester, Indiana. Base bid is $239,225. For the as needed items, item A, $295 is the unit price, and then for item B, the unit price is $1,905. And again, that is R&R Visual.
We just had the two bids.
Yeah, there's only two, so we'll take these and review them and have a recommendation by the next regular Board of Works meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Will.
Okay, we'll move on to J&M Industrial Services. This is from Building Department. First, we have a notice to proceed with J&M Industrial Services at 201 Marble Street, Hammond, Indiana. This is for a demolition at 606 East 150th. The contract was dated October 28, 2020. Any questions or comments on the notice to proceed? Okay, there be no further questions or comments. Entertain a motion to approve the notice to proceed for j and M Industrial Services for a demolition at 606 East 150th.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Douglas Powers.
Yes.
Okay, next we have also with j and M Industrial Services, proposal for change order at 505 143rd Street, East Chicago. This is for garage demo. Scope of work and location, removal of driveway and apron and hallway for the amount of $3,800. Okay, James, and building agrees with the change order?
Yes, this, they were awarded the demolition of the garage, but at the time, they were not awarded the removal of the existing driveway, so they will remove the driveway and the apron, and they will put topsoil, and get it prepared to get sodded.
Okay. Any other questions or comments on the change order?
So is there going to be any more work that's required, after this, or should this be the end of this one?
That will be the end for JM Industrial.
Okay.
Well, we have our sod services is done through Calumet Waste Recycling. They're the ones that will install the sod.
Because this is when there's a house attached, right? So we don't need to do... Okay, never mind. I'm good.
Any other comments?
No.
No further comments, entertain a motion to approve j and M Industrial Service proposal for a change order at 505 143rd Street, the amount of $3,800.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Douglas Powers.
Yes.
Okay, next we have also for j and M Industrial Services, a proposal for 1911 Broadway, Chicago, Indiana. Scope of work and location, remove and haul away 2 front cinder block fence, metal fence poles, and concrete debris throughout the lot, amount $2,200. And your department,
Yes, JM Industrial has the demolition contract for 1907 Broadway and 1909 Broadway. But we noticed that in 1911, which is also a parcel that we own, there's an old existing fence, block fence, some older metal posts, and we just want to clear up the whole area. So I agree with this.
okay. Any other questions or comments on the proposal?
No.
There be no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve JM Industrial Services proposal for 1911 Broadway in the amount of $2,200.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Douglas Powers.
Yes.
Okay, next we have also with building with Americo. We have proposal number P21.2504.R2, line 1, new construction design rate per house.
Correct.
This is $4,195, the rate for 3 homes, which would be $12,588. Line 2, procurement at $2,265 rate per home. It's for 3 homes, that'd be $6,795. Line 3 would be geotechnical engineering rate per home, $3,780. For 3 homes would be $11,340. Line 4, construction management and contract administration rate per home. That'd be $12,400. For 3 homes, it'd be $37,200. Total per home is, total for all 3 homes is $67,920. Proposal is to be ratified at the October 19th Board of Redevelopment. So is this a housing project in Calumet?
Yes, for the West Calumet Housing Project, Operation Build Homes. For 3 homes, ranch style.
So this is for the preliminary work, right?
Yes, so America will be supplying the new construction design. So they'll be giving us the design. We will receive the designs, and they'll be prepared by an Indiana professional licensed architect. They also will request the bids, so they'll do the procurement process. They'll go through the publication and so forth.
Okay.
And they'll be out there as well, managing the sites as well.
Okay, any questions on Americo's new construction design proposals for these 3 homes?
So, yeah, I'm just nervous about, what we mentioned about preparing the design drawings. Is this something that doesn't need to be bid out? Because this isn't providing a service, it sounds like deliverables.
Yeah, so they're providing a professional service for us, and they'll be submitting those drawings.
By them making the drawings,
They
that
will be
doesn't need to
bidding
be
it
bid?
out to contractors to bid out for the actual
They're
work.
doing the drawings,
Correct.
that doesn't need to be bid out?
No, that's the exact kind of professional service that both building and engineering have the right under state law, so they can pick qualified contractors.
Any other questions?
Huh?
No? Weena?
And so they'll be acting as the general contractor,
No, they won't be the general, they'll be the project manager out there overseeing everything. Yeah, but they'll bid this out for a general to be awarded the project.
There being no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve Americo proposal for the new construction design of 3 homes for the aforementioned items in the amount of $67,920. Entertain a motion?
so moved.
Okay, a second?
I just still don't understand why we would be hiring a environmental cleanup firm as architect. So this is kind of confusing to me, to be honest with you.
Although they are they help us with environmental, they have done a lot of work as well, including some development in Hammond, so.
So have we seen any architectural work? Have we seen project management? Because the scope of work or the references that were provided related to these properties didn't state what they did, if they did the architectural renderings or if they did the project management. It states who they worked with and what was achieved.
They have submitted some drawings to us for some homes that they built. We're the project manager for in Hammond, and that was sent to us as well. And they've shown us some pictures. Plus, we've been able to see what work they've done in the interior as well.
And you said they do have a licensed architect
Yes, they do.
in Indiana.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll second.
Would you like them to provide that for the record?
Well, they have a name on here. I just, the person that was listed on here, I didn't find any reference of them being a licensed architect. The person that they said they had, that was my concern. That I found where they worked, that was a design company that did not prepare architectural drawings. So that's where my concern was, but we have that information in front of us.
Sure. And I'd be more than willing to request the resumes for you so that you could get his information.
Thank you.
Okay, so the motion was, we didn't put the motion, we need a second?
Yes, second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
Rena Guzman,
Yes.
Douglas Powers.
Yes.
Okay, next on our item, we have also Americo. It's for the environmental professional services.
Yes,
And this is is this for the same project, I imagine?
correct.
So,
However, this is a different proposal, P21.20, P21.2504.2. This is for the environmental professional services they'll be providing. Line item number 1 will be for soil management work plan in West Calumet neighborhood in the amount of $6,850. And then line 2 would be a site evaluation for each individual site that we're proposing. And those sites are actually 41822 Vernon, 4719-23 Alexander, and 4840-42 Kennedy. Each individual site would be at the rate of $6,548 for a total of $19,644 for the 3 properties. The total amount that is requested today before you will be $26,494. And this will also be ratified at the October 19 Board of Redevelopment meeting.
I'm just curious, even when the EPA cleared out those properties, we still need additional environmental reports when we're going to build a home, or?
Yeah, the EPA had done the remediation up, they tested it up to 30 inches and the remediation up to 24 inches. So what America will be doing is conducting soil borings to see that when our foundations are going to be around 48 inches, so they have to be able to do soil borings to see if indeed everything is, clear, or if we need to do any, if the contractors will have to follow this work plan. But the America will do their testing, and the final product will be a site that is clean.
Okay. Any other comments or questions?
So they're doing,
I could,
no, I'm good. I just answered my own question.
You're good?
I'm good.
If there be no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve Americo's Environmental Professional Services for this project in the amount of $26,494.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Douglas Powers.
Yes.
Okay, next we have an interlocal agreement between the Board of Works of the City of East Chicago, Indiana, and the East Chicago Redevelopment Commission regarding the redevelopment of new housing in the West Calumet neighborhood. This interdepartment agreement between the City of East Chicago at address 4525 Indianapolis Boulevard and by and through its Board of Public Works, through the East Chicago Building Department and the East Chicago Redevelopment Commission. Same address. It's for the purpose of building housing units in infill locations throughout Calumet neighborhood, the City of East Chicago, Indiana. This interlocal agreement, based upon mutually agreed terms, common understandings, and cooperative relationship between the parties that relate to managing the contractual services fund and developing homes in West Calumet neighborhood, and detailed herein. Is there anything you'd like to add before I read the entire thing, or?
just want to thank my colleague, both Mr. Morrisroe and Frank Rivera have been very instrumental in helping us build this.
And I see Redevelopment already passed their part of it already.
Correct.
On October 5th, 2021. And the funding has been appropriated by the council, right? As I understand it? For the
Correct.
initial amount?
Yes,
And the initial amount is how much?
500,000.
Okay. Okay, so we don't have to go in all that detail, because that's going to be, my understanding, we have to get another partner involved in this too, or no?
No.
We're going to do this without anybody else?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, because I believe the original agreement had somebody else involved, right?
Yes, through IECDA. We're still pursuing that, but unfortunately, that's something that we're not going to be able to continue at this moment. But we are working with, we're contacting Jacob Sipe on that, but unfortunately, the contractor or developer that was tied to that program is not going to be able to continue on. with that, so we had to cut ties.
Okay. Well, let me continue. Whereas the City of East Chicago Board of Public Works now desires to enter into an interlocal agreement on behalf of the City of East Chicago Board of Public Works and the City of East Chicago Redevelopment Commission to administer a city-funded operation and build homes as described herein, commencing on the 11th day of October and shall terminate on the 30th day of September 2024. Now therefore, the City of East Chicago City-Funded Contractual Service Fund 112001-439098 is set forth below. And it lists 1, scope of services, 2, new construction, 3, deliverables, budget proposal for soil testing, soil work plan, proposal for professional services for West Calumet neighborhood, proposed schedule for developing new construction, facilitate budget with EC Building Commissioner, provide down payment assistance. 6, Exhibit A, list of properties to be developed. Okay, city and the commission agreed to identify and defend and hold harmless each other, their agents, officials, and employees from third parties, claims and suits, including court costs, attorney fees, and other expenses caused by an act of omission of each party and its subcontractors, if any, in the performance of this interlocal agreement. Okay, let's see, I think I hit all the important parts. Are there any questions or comments on the interlocal agreement?
No.
None.
There be no further questions or comments, turn to a motion to approve the interlocal agreement between the Board of Works of the City of East Chicago and the East Chicago Redevelopment Commission regarding the development of the new housing in the West Calumet neighborhood.
So moved.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Lena Guzman.
Yes.
Douglas Powers.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. Thank you, James.
Thank you very much, Mr. President and the board.
Okay, next we have Certificate of Substantial Completion. This is for Block Stadium Phase 5. This is we do have a letter, an email from Keith Salvey, Project Director, City of East Chicago, asking us to approve these. First one is a Certificate of Substantial Completion. Improvements to Block Stadium Phase 5. This one's from Gary Up Construction. Architect Varick. They have approved it. And the date of the substantial completion is actually August 18, 2021. Are there any comments on the first one for Gary Up Construction?
No.
No? Doug? Next, we have the Certificate of Substantial Completion. This is for the Contractor Mechanical Concepts. Also for improvements to Block Stadium Phase 5. Also for the architect is Varick. The date of substantial completion is also August 18, 2021. Any questions on this Certificate of Completion?
No.
No.
Okay, the next one is the Certificate of Completion for Contractor Midwest Electric. Also for Block Stadium Phase 5. Also submitted by architect Varick. Also, date of substantial completion was August 18, 2021. Any questions or comments on this certificate of completion?
No.
None.
Okay, there being no further questions or comments, I entertain a motion to approve the certificate of substantial completion for the Block Stadium Phase 5 to contractors Gary Up Construction, Mechanical Concepts, and Midwest Electric.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Douglas Powers.
Yes.
Okay, next we have proposal, let's see, from Midwest Electric for Columbus Drive. This request is for Midwestern Electric, and is quoting the relocation of pedestrian signals and buttons on the northwest corner of the intersection of Columbus Drive and Euclid. We will install a new pedestrian signal pedestal and foundation close to the corner, in compliance with ADA requirements. The total amount of this project will be $7,412. Any questions or comments on this proposal?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve Midwestern Electric's proposal for Columbus Drive and Euclid Avenue in the amount of $7,412.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Rena Guzman. Douglas Powers.
Yes.
Okay, next we have towing service from the police department. We have from Sergeant Judah Parks, personnel responsible for processing documents. Tow companies rendered services during the time public works were cleaning streets. Vehicles are moved as necessary to complete this job. Vehicle owners were not charged. The amount was $20,880, and this was over 4 vendors. Crutter's Auto Sales and Towing, theirs was $6,200. Air One Service Center, $5,960. Trevino Truck and Trailer Service, $4,800. And SNS Sales at $3,920, for a total of $20,880. We also have an email from our Chief of Staff. Sergeant Parks provided me the tow truck invoices that were needed to process for payment. The tow trucks rendered the services during the time public works were cleaning up the streets. Are there any questions or comments on this, on this proposal?
No.
There being no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve the police department's request for the towing services, which were rendered during the time public works were cleaning the streets.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Douglas Powers.
Yes.
Okay, next we have a surplus request from IT. I did speak with our IT director, Kevin Klosak. He was unable to attend the meeting, but he did add paperwork for each item. We have the following. We have an NECSV 8100 phone system and accessory supply, which Kevin attached actually photos of all the items. We have let's see, the phone system and accessories. We have IT hardware surplus for recycle. And we have an Avaya IP500 V2 phone system and accessory surplus. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but it's AVAYA. Are there any questions or comments on the surplus request from IT?
No.
No.
No? Okay. There be no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve IT's request for declaring the aforementioned items as surplus.
So moved.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Douglas Powers.
Yes.
Okay, we come to outstanding invoices. First one is from Nitco. This is from our IT department. And it's from invoice date was 3/1/2020, amount was $192. Kevin's explanation on our December 2019 invoice, a $2 surcharge was assessed that we disputed and did not pay. On our February 2020 invoice, a $190.20 late charge was assessed that we disputed and did not pay. The March 2020 invoice has an adjustment of minus $192.20. However, they applied it to the current charges rather than the previous balance to negate the disputed charges. So in March 2020, we paid the current charges, which was $1,702.80 instead of the full $1,900 full amount, and the previous balance still exists. This payment will be the difference of the March 2020 payment that should have never been reduced to $1,702.80. The adjustment was misapplied and should have been reduced to previous balance. So apparently there was a dispute with IT and Nitco over the surcharge and the late payment, which was resolved, and it took a while before it. According to Kevin, he thought it was resolved, then it came up again, and after many phone calls with them, everything was adjusted. Any questions or comments on this one?
No.
No.
Okay. No, being no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve Nichols' late invoice with IT.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes.
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Douglas Powers.
Yes.
Okay, next we have a late invoice from Cintas. This was Public Works, dated 7/2/2021. The amount is $393.88. Explanation was the invoice was partially paid due to the print of the original invoice. Due to the print of the original invoice, invoice is short paid $200 instead of paying $393.88. Only $193 was paid. Any questions or comments on this one?
Just,
No.
a little, the reasoning is a little unclear. Not sure exactly what occurred. They did not have enough funds in the PO, or I'm not sure.
So it looks like the 193 invoice is on the top one on the back of the second page. 40889556662. But yeah,
Yeah, I take it that the
Yeah.
print, they weren't able to read the original print on the invoice, and they paid what they thought was the proper payment.
mhm.
I think if you look at those, what he provided, kind of shows.
So it's kicking me out.
Yeah, it would have been nice if there was some pen in a circle, but yeah.
Any other comments, Weena?
No.
Okay. There be no further comments or questions, I entertain a motion to approve the past due invoices to Cintas from Public Works in the amount of $393.88.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes.
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Douglas Powers.
Yes.
Okay, next we have is from Planning Department, from Tarenga Surveying. We have a late invoice dated 4/15/2021 in the amount of $15,858. Planning Department received the invoice late on 10/1/21. However, services have been rendered and the invoice should be processed. So it's basically a late invoice then.
Yeah, they were only able to complete about 90% of the work until the end of September, and instead of submitting a partial pay request, they kept the same invoice. So
Okay.
services were rendered just 2 weeks ago.
Okay, any other questions or comments?
No.
Being no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve Tarenga Surveying late invoice of $15,858.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes.
Weena Guzman. Douglas Powers.
Yes.
Okay, next we have from Robinson Engineering. Late invoice dated 7/23/2021, amount of $29,500. Engineering Department received an invoice late on 10/01/21. However, services have been rendered and invoice should be processed. So it's similar, what happened to the previous one. I guess their invoice came late on 10/1.
So yeah, it seems like there seems to be a trend with Robinson late invoices. Is there any way to resolve this, or?
We can send them a friendly reminder.
Okay, you could send them an unfriendly one too if you want. Any other questions or comments?
No.
There being,
Oh, I just want to add, maybe send them that, the resolution
Yeah.
that references timely invoicing.
Yeah.
Probably send them that, I think that would be good. Remind them of that.
okay. There be no further questions or comments, turn to motion to approve the late invoice to Robertson Engineering, in the amount of $29,500.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes.
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Douglas Powers.
Yes.
Okay, next we have a proposal. No, we have a change order. From first group, Indiana Harbor Belt Trail, change order number 1 from engineering. We have change order number 1. This change order orders creates items to be used, recycled aggregate in lieu of limestone at a cost savings of $19,925.20. So it's a reduction.
Yeah, this is a reduction. This is just basically switching out the limestone for recycled aggregate. Usually we put in limestone in the past, but we've discovered that that there's not really that much difference between the recycled aggregate versus the limestone.
Is it just the amount of dust, or?
No, it's just at one point we thought that it would compact better, but again, there's really not that much of a difference.
Okay. Any questions or comments?
No.
No.
There being no further questions or comments, entertain a motion to approve first group's Indiana Harbor Belt Trail change order number 1 for a reduction of $19,925.20.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Weena Guzman. Douglas Powers.
Yes.
Okay, next we come to right-of-way applications. We have right-of-way applications 21-04011 through 21-04019. Are there any questions or comments on these right-of-way applications?
No.
None.
There being no further questions, entertain a motion to approve the aforementioned Board of Public Works permit applications.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Douglas Powers.
Yes.
Okay, we have no other business. Our next regular meeting will be Wednesday, October 25th, 2021 at 4:30 PM. That concludes our business for tonight. Entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Douglas Powers.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
I would like to call to order the regular meeting of the Board of Public Safety, October 11th at 6 p.m. May we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag, United States, Republic, which stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible.
liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. May we have the roll call, please?
Milton Reed,
Here.
Richard Tremzinski, Thomas Davis.
Here.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes from September 27th, 2021?
I so move.
I will second. Are there any questions?
I have none.
Hearing no questions, we'll take a vote. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. There's no correspondence. New business from the fire department. Is there a motion to accept the fire department reports? Is there a motion to accept the fire department
I so
reports?
move on that.
All right, I will second that motion. Are there any questions?
I have none.
Hearing no questions, we'll take a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
None.
Motion carries. All right, is there a motion to adopt Resolution 2021-25, 420 Riley Road and release of lien?
I so move on that.
I will second. Are there any questions on the resolution?
I have none.
I have none. We'll take a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. There's no audience for participation. Our next meeting will be Wednesday, October 25th at 6 p.m. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I so move on that.
I'll second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Meeting is adjourned.